Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's set. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 3 tight ends in the formation on first. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Stone. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. the punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play,
breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Charles. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The RPO, it's complete. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's sacked. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Takes the handoff. It's Charles. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's...
There he goes! Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a man. It's Dozier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
That's caught. It's Gideon. Powers through. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Well, Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Miami! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've spucked into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a... Holds it in on the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
philosophy that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Stone. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really.
He's got it down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has
he's got some space. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, King!
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 11 over Ohio. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're in Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's sacked. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snatches it on the right. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone, it's sacked. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense. offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. He might want another play. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Across the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looking to throw again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Gideon. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Here comes the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a live ball, and the defense has it.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Looking for a huge play, and the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. This time on target. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Finds the big tight end. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling right and going deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a...
Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's sacked.
Brings it out to the 27. Will take over. First and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Trying to get the corner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Tying it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Black 24. Black 24. In blue. In bang.
A run for the quarterback. Breaks the tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Canes are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he added the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He wants to take the top off. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stone. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's got it down the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Direct snap. Got a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And some room to work. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Caught in the backfield, it's sacked. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll go to the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the outside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They're going to test the right side with this one. There he got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will give him the lead.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, looking for a man. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires to the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's sacked. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll ride his man on the option. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They're going to run it. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The play action fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They just keep firing. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
catches.
He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
42, Miami, 39.
Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll take it himself. Finding open areas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.